Glenn Long was in attendance at a Rutgers football dinner on the eve of the Scarlet-White scrimmage in 1980 when he decided to enter a contest for free season tickets. I started to put down 17 to 14, but then one of the guys at the table said, "Don't do that. You have to pick something that's way out there, say if you hit you don't have to worry about a guy having the same numbers as me, so I picked 35 to 10, he recalled. Now it's a couple days later and the score of the game is 28 to 10 and the team I had with the 10 points is driving down the field deep into the Scarlet team's territory. I was like, well, that's that. An interception return for a touchdown, followed by an ensuing extra point, made the final score 35 to 10. I ended up winning 2 season tickets on the 50-yard line, Long said. It wasn't for life, but I was hooked. Long is celebrating his 40th year as a Rutgers football season ticket holder. Despite the team's recent struggles, the Somerset resident wasn't about miss out on purchasing tickets for the 2019 campaign. I look at the experience as it's an all-day event, Long said. There have been years where if you're only coming for the game, it would have been a challenge. But I look the experience, the tailgating, the game itself, the pageantry, the students going crazy. I just love the whole thing. Depending on the season, tailgating could be first. But there's nothing like seeing wins, and they happen on occasion too. Now retired from a sales job in the pharmaceutical industry, he still drives a medical transport van to keep busy. Long has a set of 5 season tickets in Section 106 that he shares with friends. These are all friends I've been coming to games for years with. Dennis over there is one of them, Long said, pointing to Dennis Bubenheimer, a Woodbridge resident who has been attending Rutgers games since the late 1960s. We usually get to here 3.5 hours early. Sometimes we stop at Kelly's Corner for an eye-opener beforehand. They open at 7 o'clock. 39 years of Rutgers football? Why one loyal fan won't quit this team? Politi Joe Jennings is one of the longest tenured season ticket holders. He isn't giving them up for anything. He credits Rutgers football for 4-decade friendships. "We got to each other's family weddings," said Long, who is one of only 199 football season ticket holders at the 35-plus years mark. In 1980, he watched Rutgers defeat Cincinnati, Princeton and Colgate at home and lose to Alabama 17 to 13 and William. In 1981 was $9 and season tickets for the 5-game home season, including a .50 handling charge and 2 Meadowlands games at $12 apiece, cost $53.50. Just one game in his 7-game season ticket package today costs $55. And, Long said, that's not counting the seat gift fee. Still, he's not complaining. If Frank Burns had the support from the administration that's being offered now, he could have been a legend here, Long said, referring to the Rutgers coach from 1973-83. I mean, he's a legend anyway, but he could have done some great things if he had the support. He was working with very little, and they still played Alabama down to the wire. This is a whole different ballgame. Now we're trying to be Alabama instead of Princeton. Obviously, I'd like to see it get a little better, but they're still recruiting at a much higher level than back then." Standing in the highpoint.com stadium concourse overlooking his seats during a recent Rutgers scrimmage, Long insists he'll be a season ticket holder for life. Right now, in 2019, he said, "We're undefeated." Keith Sargent may be reached at ksargent@newadvancemedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at ksargentnj. Find NJ.com Rutgers football on Facebook. Let's block ads. Why?